Amps and DACs are everywhere. Every few months there seems to be another option from SMSL, Mass Drop, Monolith, Knob Sound, Topping, and countless Chinese brands that use the same design. The question most reasonable audiophiles ask is, which one should I buy? I mean, if you buy something from Topping today, the so-called reviewers will do everything possible to convince you that another option is even better. It's a never-ending frustration. Well, iFi has jumped into the fray again. iFi has released the Zen Dac, an interesting hybrid of desktop and portable amplifier DAC. At first I was pretty skeptical, and then I listened, and listened, and listened. I have just one question. This seriously costs $130? I slapped my forehead when I had a chance to seriously consider what the Zen Dac brings to the table, and at this price point, at $130, I slapped my head again. iFi says you can, quote, chill out at home or the office with the Zen Dac. Let me get this out of the way right now. This is absolutely true. This isn't a pocket-sized unit unless you want to put it into a coat pocket, but it is a fraction of the size of the Monolith THS desktop or the 789 and has a smaller footprint than the JDS Labs Element. The Zen Dac is about 6 inches wide and about 4 inches deep. You can hold it in the palm of your hand. For $130, I was expecting plastic bits and some wobbly knobblies. This thing, however, is all metal. It's got a buttery smooth volume knob at the front. I love the volume knobs on the Monolith THX Portable and the iFi Micro iDSD Black Label. Both of those devices have knobs that are slightly more resistant than the knob on the Zen Dac. As far as I can tell, the knob is quite precise. You know, some cheap amplifiers will have knobs that start registering only after the knob has been turned a considerable amount. Not so with the Zen Dac. The Zen Dac has unbalanced 1/4 inch out at the front and a balanced 4.4mm out at the front as well. That's because this little thing at $130 is a fully balanced DAC. Slap my forehead again. The back of the unit has RCA out and another 4.4mm balanced out. There are indeed 4.4mm balanced to XLR cables. You can find them at exorbitant costs from professional hi-fi cable manufacturers, or you can go to Amazon and get one for about $60 to $90. Consequently, if you wanted to use the balanced feature of the Zen Dac with another amplifier, you certainly could. Speaking of the DAC, iFi continues to use Burr Brown chips. Let's get this absolutely clear. Very few audio gear companies use Burr Brown chips, and I think that is quite annoying. Burr Brown chips are known for their warmer character, and I think that's a fantastic option that manufacturers should actually utilize. Competitors have hitched their wagons to the Sabre or AKM chipsets, which are quite clinical sounding. iFi does not provide any information what Burr Brown chip is actually inside the Zen Dac. I looked at their tech notes, product information, and articles by other reviewers, and unfortunately could not find any details. However, the Zen Dac supports PCM up to 24-bit at 384 kHz, which is plenty for anyone. Oh, and this is commonly known as DXD format. But it has more. The Zen Dac supports DSD-256. The amplifier has true bass and power match. True bass is a bass boost filter. Power match simply decreases the power output so you don't kill your IEMs. The Zen Dac doesn't look very powerful on paper. Unbalanced, it provides 36 milliwatts at 300 ohms. In balance, the amplifier provides 70 milliwatts at 600 ohms. iFi doesn't say if these numbers coincide with power match set to headphones rather than IEMs. I assume that the numbers are for headphone configuration since that would be logical. You might want to laugh at these numbers. I did initially. Then I plugged in my HD6XX into the unbalanced jack. As you know, these headphones are 300 ohms. I set power match to headphones. At 12 o'clock on the volume knob, my HD6XX got incredibly loud. At 2 o'clock on the knob, it was too loud to bear. I was not able to test the 4.4mm balanced output since I did not have a headphone readily available for that. But let's just be honest with each other. If the HD6XX in unbalanced mode sounded this loud, you can expect the balance to be louder. Moreover, I really like how iFi designs their DAC filters. I think they do the best job out of every DAC I've ever heard. Clearly, iFi's philosophy is less equals more. I hate it when you turn on a bass filter and everything gets muddy. It's a real bummer to turn on a fake soundstage enhanced filter and get a metallic sound signature. But iFi, they do it with a lot more care. The Burr Brown chip is warm to begin with. You'll get a boosted bass response more so than the signature from the Monolith or Mastrop or SMSL designs. If you buy iFi, you just have to expect this. The bass, however, is not overwhelming and does not distort. Turn on the true bass filter and you can hear a slight increase in the sub-bass. It's about 2 to 3 decibels as far as I can tell. It's just about right, I think. An instrument that did not have reverberation will suddenly have a telltale reverberation with the true bass activated. Turn this filter on and off during a song and you will hear the difference. There is no harshness in this amplifier. The mids are clear, the treble is rolled off a bit, which again is a testament to the Burr Brown chip. You won't get reference class detail out of this product, but you're not buying the Zen Dac for referencing in studio. At least, I hope you know this. Oh, and did I mention yet that the Zen Dac works off a single USB connection to your computer? That's right, I plugged the Zen Dac into a USB hub for my initial test with the HD6XX. That's all I used. Mind blown. And all of this without any audible distortion or hiss or noise anywhere. But there are 2 issues I see so far. First, the manual in the box says that the Zen Dac comes with a 5-volt DC power adapter. The box also comes with a torn sheet of paper that apologizes to the customer for this, since the Zen Dac does not come with the power adapter. Somewhere along the line after the manual was printed, iFi decided they did not want to spend money on the adapter. iFi provides a 10% discount code in the box so you can buy one of their adapters. No thanks. iFi's power adapter costs over $50. You can use a $7 5-volt adapter from Amazon and it'll do the job just fine. I'm a little annoyed that iFi cheaped out here. I don't like this at all and it is not typical iFi. iFi is known to include all the accessories in its packaging, unlike chord. But here, in order to cut a few corners on cost, they left out the power adapter. Now, you may not think that this is a big deal since the unit works off of USB just fine. But understandably, a lot of people will not want to rely upon USB power. And if you have a laptop, you will certainly not appreciate your laptop battery draining faster because of your Zen Dac. The second issue I found is that the Zen Dac has no off button. Turning the knob all the way down does not turn the unit off. Switching the power match off does not turn the Zen Dac off. Consequently, the Zen Dac is always on and is always taking power off your computer. I really do not understand why this was permitted. There is no excuse to have an amplifier constantly on. There is no actual benefit to this. Some might argue that you'll always have the DAC and amp warmed up for use. Yes, that's true. But I also don't want to waste power when I don't need to. And the warm-up time for any amplifier is frankly not significant. Other than that, I really can't complain after my initial impressions. Overall, my initial impression is that the Zen Dac is quite brilliant. For $130, you get a ton of features, all of which actually make sense. As you know, I conduct thorough tests of every product I get. You can expect plenty of comparisons of this device to others. For now, let me say that I am pleasantly surprised.